is Robert Morales from the Morales Business Network, and today I'm here with
Elena Thornton, Arizona Consortium for the Arts.
The Morales Business Network was formed to support entrepreneurs and small businesses through network marketing. Thank you for joining us, and for the next 20 minutes, we're going to be talking to Ms. Elena about her business, but more importantly about who she is. Here at the Morales Business Network, we believe in connecting people via video marketing and exploring the you in your business. So with that said, we like your likes.
And we love your loves.
We love those sea of hearts just swooning right past us. So if you like what you're seeing, please make comments and by all means share. If you're on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button below, and that bell icon will get you notification of future videos. So,
hi,
Ms. Thornton.
Mr. Morales.
Oh, Elena, is that better?
Robert.
What do you prefer, actually?
Elena is good.
Do you prefer something else? Why so horrible? The thing is, I've known Elena for a little bit now, and it's been a few years.
Quite a little bit.
Quite a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we've helped each other on
many
occasions.
You helped us.
So, Arizona Consortium for the Arts. You want to tell me a little bit about what it's all about?
My goodness. You've been so much part of us. You probably can tell your audience.
Well, they want to hear from you.
Oh, I know, but it's important that, there is a reason why we're connected. Yeah. Because you're just a tremendous artist yourself and has been a huge part of our consortium. We give voice and visibility to local talent, such as you. And you're a great musician and songwriter and a poet and just a tremendous human being, and I'm grateful to you.
Well, thank you, but this is about you.
I know.
So, I appreciate the compliments. Thank you.
Yeah, no, because the Arizona Consortium for the Arts is about a community. So thank you for being part of our community and all that you do, because we're all in this together. I started the consortium in 2007.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be 12 years old in September. And just for the pure love of giving voice and visibility to local talent. That was the premise. And the vision is to establish a multicultural arts and performing arts space. Yeah. So we could give an opportunity to any artist in any genre to have space to perform, rehearse, teach, share.
How did it all start? I mean, where were you at in life, and kind of what were you doing 12 years ago?
Interesting question. I love your questions. You're always so interesting and inquisitive. I was president of one of local arts organizations, and they were always struggling where to show their work, it was an art, mostly visual art. I started helping them. We held a show at ASU downtown campus, and there was an article done about it.
So was there like a defining moment where you're like, hey, this is something I need to do, and this is what I see? And
well, when you're an artist, you want to help other artists. So I just wanted to be of help.
That kind of defines the community, kind of from what I'm seeing, because it's usually artists helping other artists, and I think we see that in school too, where that's kind of I guess a dying curriculum. Any kind of art, really.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think music programs are kind of going away, and I mean you're a teacher, or used to be anyway.
Yep. Come from the classroom. Used to teach high school and college.
That experience, was there anything you learned from being a teacher to kind of help you with what you're doing with today?
Of course. That's what drives me, is that we need to transfer knowledge. We need to share what we know. And as a community, I believe we're doing that. For the past almost 12 years, through our open mics, through our 3 magazines that we publish, through partnering with our community. For example, one of our partnerships is through the city of Phoenix with the public libraries. And we host poetry events, for example, the Black History Month or the Hispanic History Month. And you came to one or several of our events. I believe it was at the Choya Library. That's the Phoenix Public Library.
Metro Center.
Yep. So we are here for the community, and we're all about the community. And as my good friend Alisa DeHeer says, we are a movement. So.
Yeah, I did see that. You're a part of
TEDx Fountain Hills movement. You came to support. You came to Fountain Hills.
I did come to one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a Q&A session, and it was quite interesting.
And in terms of the consortium or consortium, what would you view as being a success?
The vision is to have space, but the journey to the space is the most important part. I know we hear a lot in the leadership community and business community, it's the journey that matters. I mean, seriously, it really does. I've met amazing people like you, inspiring people. There's so much talent here, and that's what drives me. And when I hear things like, Elena, I have not written in 30 years, and I'm starting again to write, I've dusted off my folder with my poetry, that is what gives me the drive to continue.
What has it been that you discovered is really your path or your journey?
Just being of support and helping people. I get emails and phone calls and inquiries through social media all the time. Do you have your space yet? We have a dance group and we need to rehearse. Do you have your space yet? We have a band that we need to find space. It breaks my heart that I don't have space yet, but it still gives me hope. And I try to, facilitate and help, and if I hear of any space that's available, but a lot of them charge, and I understand that, and so that's what just continues to drive me. Okay, we need to find space. We need to secure space so we can be free or very low cost to the community. Is
there moments, I guess, along your journey where you feel disappointed or discouraged?
Not necessarily discouraged. Just always challenges. We try to move forward. We do the best we can. Recently I need to slow down and maybe do less events, and then I meet someone interesting and inspiring, and then I continue.
Yeah, and I think we constantly need those recharges, or the battery recharge.
Mm-hmm.
What is your recharge? I guess your point where you...
When I read one of your poems.
This isn't about me.
But you're an example of our community, and you should submit to our Blue Guitar.
Well, you're a poet too, right?
I am.
You've written a couple books.
The Freedom to Journey On. Mm-hmm.
So if somebody wanted to purchase that, or at least to read about that.
I'm not. I haven't. My poems have been published. They're in other publications. One is called The Tapestry. There are 2 of my poems there. Mm-hmm.
The one thing I've actually explored with and kind of trolled you on Facebook, because I'm a Facebook troll. You do have a large following. A lot of people do follow and kind of watch what you're doing. Is that something that you encourage, or? I
often say that social media is my bullhorn, is my platform, is my bulletin board, and that's how these days a lot of people communicate.
Yeah, because on Facebook, I mean, like I said, I was going through some pictures, and it always seems like you're always got an event or something going on. And photography, we'll talk about in a minute. It always seems like you're got something going on. If I may name drop, I did see a picture of you and Gina Davis, and a picture of you and Edward James Olmos, and those are just famous people. But there's a lot of people locally that I see that you're constantly with. Always an event, always something going on. And so how does that play a part into what you're trying to do?
Well, it's all arts related. Gina Davis, I believe that was one of the charity events we took pictures at.
Yeah.
And Mr. Almos, that was the Phoenix Film Festival. Jim and I have been part of the nonprofit community since we've been volunteering in many nonprofit organizations for many years, even before I started the Arizona Consortium for the Arts. When social media became popular and people were reacting to pictures, just began to volunteer at events in any capacity and started bringing my camera and started posting on social media, and people were very receptive and started telling me that my pictures are really awesome. And so the rest is history. We became Photos by Elena and Jim. And
so with that, we have another journey that we have yet to explore. So we're going to take a small commercial break, and we'll catch you guys in a minute and talk a little bit more about Photos by Elena and Jim. We are here because we want something different. Hi, my name is Robert Morales. I've explored and tried to figure out the best way to connect with people. It has been a journey all its own. It originally started with a group of friends who just wanted to kind of figure this whole business thing out. But what happened after that was something way different than I think any of us expected. As we put these events together, it is almost like seeing family. We are here to share our experiences, the things that have happened to us, our challenges, but also explore life together. As you'll see, and I believe as you'll experience, this group of people that we've formed is much more than just a business networking group. What it's become is a family, in the true essence of family. It's where people meet and share each other's lives.
We are the Morales Business Network. Hello.
That is awesome. Hi, so we're back, and we're here talking to Miss Elena Thornton about life and her why, the Arizona Consortium for the Arts, and just about the journey. We started talking a little bit about Photos by Elena and Jim, but before we talk about that, let's talk about Jim himself. He's your husband?
yeah, without Jim, he's just an amazing supporter, and without him, without his help, there would be no Arizona Consortium for the Arts.
So Jim is your life partner. How long have you known him?
39 years. Just celebrated our 36th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a long time. You talked about the journey a little bit. Do you want to tell people what your journey's been with your husband in particular? Any challenges, any successes that you guys have had?
We only talk about successes. Our son, Jeremy, 31 years old, huge success. Living life to the fullest and supporting each other and being there for each other for whatever we choose to do. For example, he enjoys being a drummer, so I support him in that. He's in a band and we go wherever, if they're performing, I'm there, and you were part of it. So, yeah.
Having shared a life, essentially, you've shared your whole life with one person. People that are looking at, potentially getting married or traveling with their partner for a lifetime. Is there anything that you'd want to share that would be of importance to that you've learned along your way?
Oh my goodness. No, seriously, people ask me all the time, what's your secret? And I say, there's no secret. It's hard work. Every day. It's communicating, it's validating each other, it's elevating each other, it's supporting each other. Even if you don't like golf, you go to a golfing event. Even if you don't like fishing, I didn't go fishing, that's right.
It was something.
The truth comes out.
Where's Jim at?
He's working.
Oh boy.
It's supporting, it's communicating, it's validating, elevating, it's all of the above. It's hard work every day.
Photos by Elena and Jim, that kind of goes along with things, and the photography part of it. How did that come about?
Okay, Robert. As I mentioned before, just started volunteering at organizations, being of service to the community. As an artist, I had my little camera, was taking pictures of my artwork. Just started bringing it with me to events and taking pictures of different events, posting them on social media, and The events got so big, people started saying, hey, can you come take pictures? And I needed help, so Jim has been a photographer all his life. Hence, photos by Elena and Jim.
And I will say, and I will give a tremendous compliment to you, because you've photographed some of my events too, and I appreciate kind of the eye that you have and kind of what you see in people, and bring that to life in the photos. And I've used different photographers because you were unavailable at the time, and it's just not the same. You know, it's never so much the edit as much as what you capture in the moment.
Well, thank you, Robert. And that's what our friends and people in the community tell us as well. And I'm grateful to everyone for all the compliments and testimonials. We're two different eyes, right? So it's good to have two photographers, and I'm more like in your face, as everybody knows. You know, I'm like, hey. And Jim is like from the side, so people get a collage and we tell a story. So that's why people like us.
And that was actually one of my questions that I had is, you know, what do you want people to walk away with when they see a picture of themselves or an event or what's going on? Is there a message you're trying to translate?
I love people, and I want to capture their love as well. And it took me a while to realize that. I was taking pictures and posting, people like, oh, wow, you made me look good or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't make you. You're beautiful or you're handsome. It's you. And it turns out somebody noticed and told me that we capture spirits. So I guess we're capturing spirits. Whatever it is, you just smile for me, and that's your genuine joy. So we capture joy and your beautiful spirit, I guess, right? I don't know.
Say so. I know. I appreciate.
You always look good in the pictures we take of you. So
I'll take a picture now. Just kidding. We don't have a camera. But
I don't have my camera. I know, right? Kind of funny. I'm in front of the camera. I'm usually behind the camera.
Yeah, and this is a little bit different, I think, for you too. You know, as I've traveled along, you know, the older you get, the more you think in terms of, hey, I'm approaching the end of my life, and it's inevitable. You know, we all want to live forever, basically. The question I had is, you know, what do you want to be remembered for?
On the website, on the artizona.org. There's a sentence that we want to leave a legacy for this generations and for future generations. What we're doing, our journey, giving voice and visibility to local talent, teach, share, pass on the information. Arts are so important, arts and culture.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Do you think there is a future for the arts still?
Of course there is. Arts are us. Like, art is life. It's who we are. I'm speechless. You made me speechless. Yes. I mean...
Well, it's because of the advent of social media and just things are quick. And if it doesn't serve a need or immediate need, sometimes it's kind of dismissed.
No, people are creating every day in any genre. You post your poetry. Melina behind the camera is creating the video today. People are creating. I believe even if it's a business, that's a creation. That's a form of art. Culinary arts. I believe anything is art. So we create, that's art form.
In your message, I guess, since we're recording this, is there a message you would like to share, thing to advocate for people to kind of at least think about or change their mind about?
Be love and help where you see help is needed. If you can be of assistance in any shape or form, it doesn't have to be arts related. Because remember, I believe everything is art. Whether you're donating financially or volunteering, like you always volunteer at our events, from setup to tear down, I mean, anything.
I read some of your Facebook too, and there was a key term in there. And hold on, let's see. It was developing relationships through networking and partnering with local nonprofits. Mm-hmm. Relationships through networking. I mean, that's kind of what I'm into. What do you mean by that from your perspective?
When the economy took a downturn, after I started the consortium in 2007, in 2008-9, it was a lot of networking events were popping up. There we were, setting up our Arizona Consortium for the Arts table and looking for support, looking for volunteers, looking to build. And I met some amazing people. When you're creating a community, you got to go out into the community and meet people.
And some of the networking part is, people tend to come and go, and then some people tend to come and stay. I don't know what experiences you've had, but I've met hundreds of people, I think, similar to you. And what is the takeaway in forming a relationship and continuing it on?
When I mentor, I have these bags of business cards I've collected. They're big Ziploc bags, like 4 of them, filled with people I met who moved out of state, moved on. If I look at the card now and then, I remember that person, and they are just beautiful human beings and wanted to help. For some reason, something happened and they moved on. But we're surrounded by so many amazing, beautiful people.
Well, and then sometimes we meet people that we're supposed to meet, and
That's right.
They stay around when they're supposed to stay around for purposes they were.
Like you for several years, and don't you move away.
I think I'm here to stay, but we've come to the end of our time, which is unfortunate because there's so many things that I want to ask, and I got to be very
It's all good.
conscious about time. She wanted me to cut off like 10 minutes ago. So I wanted to thank Miss Elena Thornton.
You're welcome.
Thank Jim. He's not here right now, but from every capacity I've seen,
He's here in spirit.
it's really truly both of them that
Yes.
bring a light to not only the consortium but photos by Elena and Jim and to my life too. So I wanted to say thank you for that. But we'll catch you guys next time. Any last words?
Just continue to support the community and show up at events.
Just a way to get a hold of you if you want.
Artizona.org.
Any phone numbers or anything?
Nope. Artizona.org.
So we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you. See you.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notification of future videos. Thanks for watching.